guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. Well, there was another big dump of discovery that came out this week in the case against Stephan Sterns. There's over 700 new photos, and there is new interviews or updated interviews, audio. I have the complete call now when Stephan called his parents from the Osceola County jail. So I'm going to try to fit as much in here as possible. I'm going to kind of try to make this one just a lot of the new discovery stuff for you guys. I think I'm just going to play the interviews, the ones that I know are kind of, I don't think they're necessarily new, but there's new parts to them. So there are definitely some new pieces that I heard when I was sifting through them. You know, it all kind of starts to kind of run together, and I'm trying to decipher between them. So if you guys notice anything totally different, definitely let me know in the comments. I'm probably going to continue to go back kind of through the timeline in the coming weeks. I started doing that after her post from the memorial from Maddie Soto's her service, her remembrance service. So I do want to go back, so I'm going to take some time to try to organize all the PDFs that I have, all the audio. It's definitely quite an undertaking, but with the trial set for May, and we have the hearing coming up on March 20th to see if the defense can try to get the media and the public blocked from all the pretrial stuff, which I think is going to fail horribly. And a lot of stuff is upcoming, and we all know it may seem like it's a little bit away, but it's going to come rolling up on us very, very soon. So without further delay, I'm going to play some of the interviews and put the photos with it. So again, this is a lot of new discovery that was just dropped from the Osceola County courthouse.
Do you recognize this vehicle at all? I wanted to see if I could. So I know it's pretty grainy. It's this one right here. That one's tough, but does that look familiar at all?
No.
You don't know that anywhere?
I don't know that part.
Gotcha.
Anywhere.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is it's hard to show you on my phone because the quality of the video just kind of gets worse when I've downloaded it from the church's computer, and the quality just gets kind of worse. Can you make out like the shape of that being black shorts and that being possibly a green jacket?
I see the green.
Would that, I mean, I know it's very difficult to recognize, but would that be something akin to some clothes that she owns, or
yes.
Would the quality be too bad for you to be able to tell based on that?
I mean, the quality's terrible.
Yeah.
The color scheme.
Would that be akin to something that she owns?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And the hair looks a little dark in from here.
Dirty blonde. It could pass for dirty blonde.
That could possibly be her. Okay. Is that... I can't tell just from looking at it, but is that Stephan's car? It looks a little darker from there, but I almost can't tell like if it's a Toyota or looks a little different.
From the front looks different. That looks like a Toyota from the front.
From the front it looks different, right?
And then from the side, it could be.
It's got a little.
Cadillac.
I mean, yeah, the grill is kind of the same a little bit. The headlights look the same. Okay, cool. No, I just wanted to see if you kind of were able to help me with that. So this whole living in the woods thing, I have people like tromping through the woods right now on horses and ATVs and all sort of things, but has she ever mentioned that before?
Just in that text that I saw.
Just that's the only time you've ever heard of it? Is she outdoorsy at all? Does she like camping?
We used to go hiking.
Okay.
But we haven't done that in a while.
Okay. Where did you go? Was it around here?
Where would we go? We'd go hiking in like St. Cloud. Lake Lizzie Preserve is what it's called.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not too far.
It's about 35 minutes away.
Yeah, okay.
On 182. Like Lizzie Preserve, we've also walked Shingle Creek before, but we haven't done that in a very long while.
Got it.
But no, I know the thing is, I started talking to her about World War III. I was talking about, like, hey, this is going on in Palestine and Israel right now.
Oh, so you're talking to her about the wars.
I was telling her, I was talking to her about just what's happening politically, and I'm like, you know, I don't know what that means for us, but we'll see what happens. But I've talked to her about World War III, so that's what I'm just saying.
How long ago was that? I mean, is that something that might have impacted her?
Yeah, I feel like
okay.
That's why when I read that conversation, I'm like, oh, that's directly related to me talking to her about what's happening in Israel, Palestine, and the potential World War III that might happen from that.
Okay.
And that's why she said she wanted to go live in the woods.
Okay, got it. All right. No, just wanted to figure out where that might have come from. Maybe help me see if she just wanted to be in the outdoors.
Definitely, if the World War III conversation, that's definitely me.
Okay.
That was me.
It's fine. I mean, it's fine. So one thing that I think I may have misheard you say earlier, but I want to make sure that I have it absolutely clear, is on Sunday night y'all went to bed around 11, and the reason that you sent her upstairs with Stephan was because you had work in the morning, was it? Or you just started a new job?
I just started a new job, and I haven't been sleeping well.
Oh.
I take psychiatric meds every night for my bipolar disorder, and if I don't take them the right way, eat, and go to sleep on time,
They don't work. Gotcha.
So I was just like, hey, I really need these meds, because I forgot them the night before. I forgot them, I think, Saturday night. So Sunday I was not myself. So I asked, I'm like, hey, I need to be medicated. I need to sleep. Can you take care of the morning duties so I can go and sleep?
Gotcha. All right. No, I just wanted to make sure I understood you right, because I was like, did you have work in the morning? Or I didn't write that down, and I wanted to make sure I heard you okay. Are there any cameras in the neighborhood that you know? Does anyone have any Ring cameras? Do you have any security cameras out front?
I'm going to say there are cameras in the front. There are cameras in the back gate as well.
Okay.
I know one neighbor around here has a Ring camera, but I didn't walk with early that morning or anything like that.
Okay.
Hey, how are you?
And if you don't mind, just try to keep people out of the room, because I have a canine that's coming. If you don't mind, they're going to try to run another track from the church and from here.
Okay.
To see if we can maybe just try it again. You know, last night it didn't work out because the dog lost interest and they weren't able to continue. But I figured, it's worth another try. The dogs are pretty good, so just try to keep them out of her room. We're probably going to use does she have dirty laundry or like a hamper?
Her most recent dirty laundry is on my bathroom floor, and we've walked around it. We haven't touched it.
Okay, just keep people off of it.
Yeah.
Just and as much as you can, try to avoid crowding the front door for the dog.
Yeah.
So that they know where to go from. Okay.
Just let me know when they're coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna they're gonna call me when they're on the way. But just as much as you can, try to keep the scent pretty
fresh.
Yeah. There you go. Cool. All right. And another thing I just wanted to confirm, because I know last night was a long night, but you said you said when you woke up around 9, you left your house at 9:30 for your doctor's appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephan hadn't come home yet.
Mm-mm.
And then he called you at 10. You were
at
already
like 10:15, yeah.
10:15ish to have the conversation about he didn't want McDonald's. And
yeah, she didn't want McDonald's. That he came home. I think he had accidentally left his phone at home.
Yeah.
So he was just letting me know, because I had called him multiple times. So he was just returning my call going, I'm so sorry, I left the phone at home. I went to the vape store. I waited there for a little bit. Nobody was there. He came back home for a little bit and then went back out to the vape store.
And then what time did you get home again? Was it around 11?
Let me see. I'm going to say around 11:15.
Because I think if I heard you right the first time, you got home at 11 and you and Stephan were both here, and then he left to go to the vape store again.
I did see him, yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I had that, because, like I said, sometimes you forget to write things down, and I don't want to misremember. But okay, that's all I have for you right now. We're still looking. I mean, that's unfortunately the best update I can give you. Is we're all out and we're everywhere, asking people and looking. And I know your family's also doing the same. So, if you get anything new like that thing you sent me just a little bit ago that I can look into, just keep on sending them to me, okay?
Yeah. Were any of those helpful about the vehicles?
there's something for me to look into, to look for license plate readers and stuff. As of right now, I haven't been able to find anything else or confirm it, but I mean, it's still helpful for me to, in case something else comes across in the future. So, just, yeah, if you receive anything else, let me know. But I mean, do know that obviously, just like that kid pranked you earlier,
Yeah.
because it's so public, you're gonna have kids doing that. So, don't be too scared by it if someone does that again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'll let you know when they get here. It's Tuesday, February 27th, 12:05 hours for OCSO case 24-011313. It's Detective Hunt. Can you state your full name?
Stephan Sterns.
We're in front of. All right, Stephan. Real quick, do you sort of affirm that everything you're about to tell me is the truth?
Yes.
Perfect. So you know kind of why I'm out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Involving.
Yes.
When is the last time that you saw?
When I dropped her off yesterday morning.
Okay. About what time was it?
Approximately sometime between 8:25 and 8:40ish is when I dropped her off.
And where were you dropping her to?
I was taking her to school.
Got it. And it's my understanding that you dropped her off like a little bit away from school.
Yeah, she sometimes likes to get dropped off a bit down the road away. She likes to walk over and catch up with her friends, or just not being seen, you know, getting out of a hoopty in front of school.
Okay. And when you say hoopty, you're referring to your...
My car that she's embarrassed to be seen getting out of.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you drop her off at? Do you remember approximately?
It was... beg your pardon.
You're good.
It was along the stretch of road, kind of where all those communities are, leading up to the overpass, and then the school's on the other side of the overpass. So I dropped her off along that stretch where all those communities are.
Gotcha. Is it like on the sidewalk or near parking lots?
There's a sidewalk there. And then they've got the church on the other side of the street, and then the overpass, and then the school. So it was maybe no more than a block away.
Okay. Is the school within like eyesight of where you drop her off, or is
The
it kind
overpass was definitely within eyesight, and the school was literally just on the other side of the overpass.
Gotcha. So if you were to guesstimate it, would it be like a quarter mile, half mile?
Yeah, maybe like a 5-10 minute walk,
Gotcha.
depending on your speed.
Okay.
But she also likes the cool morning walks too. She was wearing her hoodie and she was feeling the cold weather, and she likes that.
How common is it of you to drop her off to school in the morning?
Oh, it's not common for me to do it most of the time. Her mom does, but I'm up here and I'm helping out as much as I can. And her mom just started working, so she was trying to get as much sleep as possible. And I was doing the school run this morning.
Okay. Do you live here? Do you live somewhere else, or what's that look like?
I live here, but I split my time between here and my parents' place down south in Northport. They're getting on in years and they need some help.
Got it. Okay. For how long have you lived here with them?
Oh gosh, years now, a couple of years maybe now.
Okay. And what does your time splitting look like? Are you here for days, weeks, months, something else?
Weeks at a time, yeah.
And so, I guess, when did you arrive this block of time that you were here?
Day before yesterday, actually.
So,
Night before.
Saturday?
Yeah.
I think. So you got here Saturday night. Got it. And it's down in Northport that you actually split your time with. When did you start splitting your time between here and Northport?
A little while ago, my dad, I was working at Disney for a while, and my dad was coming up and getting lunch with me. Started discussing how, they're getting on in years and they're going to need some help soon. And they'd really need me to come back down and help them out. And,
Was that this year or last year?
last year heading into this year, yeah.
Gosh, so like December-ish.
Yeah, they're already making end-of-life plans, so.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, at least they're getting a plan together now.
So normally, if you do drop her to school in the morning, although it's typically not you, is that typically what she requests is to be dropped? Is that from everyone, or just because of your car? Or
She doesn't mind getting dropped off in her mom's car so much. It's the nicer white Sentra over there. But it is very common for her to get dropped off down the road and want to walk up and find her friends and kind of hang out.
Does she typically hang out with her friends only at school, or does she have any in the neighborhood here?
She doesn't have any in the neighborhood here, but she does have friends from school that she gets together with on weekends and whatnot.
Okay. So after you dropped her off sometime between 8:25, 8:40 area, do you remember?
I left my phone at home, so I wasn't sure what the...
Gotcha. That's fine. Do you remember what you did after? Or?
Yeah, after I left her, I was watching her in the rearview mirror as I was driving away, and she looked like she was making her way towards the school like normal, so I went on with my day, went over to the vape shop nearby. They were not open yet, so I came back home, hung out for a little while, and then after about an hour, I went to check the vape shop again, and they were open, so I took care of my stuff there, and it became a normal day.
Okay. So, just to go through I asked the same questions just to go through everyone's days, but just to go through yours. So you dropped her off at school, and you said you went to the vape shop?
Correct.
They weren't open?
Correct.
Do you remember about what time you got home?
Got home around maybe 10:15.
Gotcha. And was she here?
Yeah, she was here. She had been sleeping in. Her new work schedule has had her kind of messed up, so she was trying to sleep in as much as possible.
Gotcha. So when you got back around 10,
she was just
waking up.
Yeah. So we hung out for a little while, chit-chatted, and then I went and checked the vape shop again, got my stuff, came home again, hung out for a little while. We talked about maybe, doing some BJ shopping or something after we picked up. And she wanted to take a nap again. I had a couple errands I needed to run, so that worked out fine.
Sorry.
I wanted to check out a couple of the card game shops in the area.
Okay.
One of my trading card games just had a new release, so I just wanted to look at stuff. Ended up getting a flat tire.
Okay.
So that's why my hoopty's on a hoop.
Where'd you get a flower? Where'd you get a flat tire?
192. That was hair raising.
And that was when you were out shopping during the day?
Yeah. That was between the hours of noon and like 2.
Okay. Got it. And then so after...
we needed to leave by 2:30 to go get in line and get ready to pick up.
Got it. So you guys went and picked her up together?
That was the goal. Yes, I was going to go with them, but I ended up getting a flat tire, so she left.
You couldn't.
Yeah, I got back literally 10 minutes after she left, apparently.
Got it. And so, forgive me, I missed something. I kind of missed it in the middle of there, but you got back home around 10. You hung out, and then y'all just kind of hung out, and then did you separate to go shopping, or?
She took a nap, and then I went and ran my errands.
Okay, got it. And then around noon or 2 o'clock, is when you got the flat tire, and she was leaving to pick up.
No, so when we hung out first, I'd gone to the vape shop, which was now open, to get my vape, and then came back and hung out more. And then we separated, and I did my errands, and she took a nap.
Got it.
That was around noonish when that.
Got it. Okay, I just want to make sure I had that straight. So you went back to the vape shop. Which vape shop is it? Where's the vape shop around here?
E-cigarette online on John Young.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was one around here.
Yeah. Is it e-cigarette, e-smoker, e-something online, but I've been going to them for a while. I think I would remember their name.
And you made it out there about what time, you said?
That was probably just after 11 that I finished up there.
Okay. Got it. Now, can you remember the day prior to Monday? Do you remember, I mean, I guess if anything happened between Saturday night and Monday when you were here that might have sparked
She was happy.
wanting to...
She was so happy.
Okay. Because it was her party, right?
Yeah, and all three of us were together, and she was just so happy.
Tell me about Sunday night. Tell me about Sunday into Monday. What you remember.
She had just had her party.
Mm-hmm.
She was excited.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Just talking about crushes and her singing that was coming up, and he wanted me to come see her sing.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing bad. She was just happy. She was very happy. Everyone was happy. There's nothing out of the ordinary. I can't remember anything particular that happened. I showed her the movie Sister Act.
Ah, okay.
She was singing so well, I told her she reminded me of the choir. When they got their stuff together and started singing better, I wanted to show her.
Gotcha. So Sunday night, how do you decide, like, who's going to get her ready for school in the morning and everything?
Her mom requested that I take her to school in the morning so she could sleep in as much as possible.
Okay.
I agreed. I've done the school run a few times before. It's not usually my forte, but I don't mind helping.
And so she shared with me, typically you normally sleep in the upstairs guest bedroom.
Yeah.
And then she and will sleep together in her own bedroom.
Correct.
But Sunday, so to get better sleep, she said she just sent you both upstairs, correct? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Do you remember about what time you went to bed and woke up?
Bed, probably 11, quarter after. I was so wound up after her party. And we were getting up really, really early so we could make good time getting out of the door. So we got up around 7.
Yeah, and y'all left pretty early.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see her at all in the morning? Or was she still asleep?
Yeah, I saw her a couple times. I was in and out of her room talking to her.
Got it. Okay. And that was before you left around, what time did you leave? About 8:30?
No, earlier than that. We made such good time. I mean, we were so impressed. We made such good time getting out the door. I mean, we were probably out by 7:30, 7:45.
Okay.
Because we wanted to get McDonald's breakfast. We had been talking about it anyway. She ended up not wanting it after all.
Got it. Has been in any trouble at all recently at home?
No, not recently.
No arguments that you can remember between her and mom or her and you? Anything that's upset her?
Not for a while.
When was the last time?
Maybe a month. Typical, mood swing stuff. She has some pretty bad PMS when she gets it, and being a teenager on top of it doesn't help.
Okay. I know all about it. Now you said she left her phone, right?
Yeah.
Where did she leave her phone at?
She left it in her room. She's ADHD. So am I, for that matter.
Oh, yeah,
so
you left
is
your
Mom.
phone too, huh?
Yeah. So we try to be on top of her about that, not forgetting things, but we're also a bit forgetful too.
Got it.
But yeah, it's not uncommon for her to forget everything that
Did she leave it in her room or
she
in the
she left
bedroom?
it in her room. She must have been grabbing her shoes or a hoodie or something and set it down, and that's just how it goes.
Okay. Got it. Gotcha. Is it typical of her, I guess, to forget things like that?
Yeah, very, very typical.
Cool. Got it. All right, man. Well, I mean, you know her better than I do. Is there anything you can think of that, as someone who doesn't know her, that I might be missing out on here? Like somewhere she may like to be, or somewhere she...
Everything that everywhere that we think she could possibly be, we've checked. And I mean, literally, the whole family is just...
So you know that the deputies found the video from the church last night of her in the parking lot.
We heard that they saw someone.
So can you think of a reason that she might have gone and waited in that church that's across the street for a couple minutes before she would have headed back off to school?
No. I mean, she had time to kill, so I don't know. She said she was going to hang out and find her friends, but when I left her, she was on the other side of the street, rummaging through her backpack and just kind of moving towards the school area, so it looked normal.
What do you think she was looking for?
I assumed she was just looking for some headphones or something for her walk, but she might have been looking for her actual phone.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can really think of at the moment. I think I have a phone number for you. I tried calling you earlier, but you might have just been asleep.
Yeah. So sorry.
No, it's okay. 256-1832.
That's correct.
Gotcha. What's your address when you stay down south?
When I'm down south, it's 2341 Snug Street, Northport, 2 words. It's Florida. It's 34286. That's my parents' house, though. I do not like being there if I can help it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's nice of you to help them out.
It's just a stressful environment full of poodles and deaf old people.
So after you dropped off the first time at around 8:20 or so, you didn't to get to the vape shop, do you have to like swing back around at all to where the school area is? Is there any chance she saw your car or something and was flagging you down? Or
No, I basically just turned around right there.
okay, so there's no chance she would have like seen you from that church parking lot when you were swinging back around to the vape shop?
I would have already been gone at that point.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just trying to figure out, what might have caused her to go there and then what caused her to leave. Because I think she did stay there till about 8:50, just before school starts. When does school start? 9:30?
9:15, I think, is the latest that they should be there by. I think it starts around 9:20 officially.
Gotcha. Is she familiar with that parking lot at all? Is that somewhere she hangs out?
I mean,
or?
a lot of the kids will sort of rendezvous there before heading into school.
Gotcha. Do you recall seeing any other kids walking in the area when you were dropping her off?
We were early. Earlier than usual. She was confident that it was fine. She was just going to hang out and wait for her friends.
Okay. Did she mention that to you at all? Or
Yeah,
did she say anything?
I asked her, because we were a little early. We still had some time to go. I said, "You want me to wait with you?" She said, "No, just drop me right here. I'm going to walk up and find my friends."
Okay.
Which is something that she normally does anyway. It wasn't out of the ordinary, and I agreed to it. She looked like she was making her way towards the school, and I went on with my day.
All right. Well, I appreciate you talking to me. I'm going to go ahead and end this.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from
Stephan Sterns.
inmate at
Osceola County Corrections Department.
To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey, where the hell you been? I've been trying to call. They've had us on lockdown so often. Every time I've asked them, we've been on a Code 5 lockdown.
Okay.
Which means I've been unable to call. I've been trying to call all weekend, too.
So you've been on lockdown all this time?
Off and on, yes. On the days that I've asked, we happen to be on lockdown, which means either an incident has happened or they're just so understaffed that they have to lock everyone down. It's probably more to do with the staffing.
Okay. How you been?
Well, you know, had the world's shittiest birthday present, so.
Yeah. And then you didn't call, so I'm assuming because of changes that they prevented you from calling?
No, they were actually moving me around a lot, shuffling back and forth, so I was having to get my phone privileges jockeyed back and forth, which takes a little while. And then, like I said, the days that I was asking, we happened to be on lockdown on those days. So it's just been inconvenient.
Okay.
Very inconvenient timing, and then we were on lockdown all weekend. I wanted to call on Mom's birthday. I tried to call yesterday. I tried to call Saturday, and it was no go anytime. So, but I've been wanting to call. How have you been?
I'm trying to put this on speaker.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put this on speaker. Okay.
How have you been? Can you hear me?
Good. Can you hear us?
Yes. Is Mom there with you?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
What's that?
Stephan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Is Mom with you?
Hang on a second.
Okay.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Stephan,
Yeah.
you can hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, I got you on speaker.
Okay. Is Mom there?
Yes, mom's with me now.
Okay. Happy birthday, belated birthday, Mom, and happy belated Mother's Day.
Hi, sweetheart. I was so hoping to hear from you. I'm so glad I'm hearing from you now.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't able to call you all weekend. They had us on lockdown, so no one was able to do anything.
Were you expecting these charges?
No.
The murder charge.
Oh, well, we know you're not.
Okay, so you got blindsided by that.
Yeah. Obviously, you know, it's not true. You know, I never would have wanted her gone for any reason, so, you know, premeditated first degree is kind of a dick punch.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering if you had any updates or anything.
Nope, we haven't heard a thing. Just, speculation that she's been
Hiding
put in an institution and hiding in an institution.
at her lawyer's request.
Yeah.
I mean, are you cooperating with police about her participation in any of this stuff?
There's been no opportunity for me to cooperate with anything. As I understand, the police keep saying that I'm uncooperative, but they haven't asked me anything to cooperate with, so whatever that means.
So your attorney isn't approaching them and saying, my client would like to speak with you?
No, my attorneys are pretty much saying to keep my mouth shut until the trial starts.
Well, okay.
Okay. I don't know why they were going to wait till the trial, but that's their business, not mine.
They don't want anything to hurt my chances.
Yep, understand. Okay.
Hey, what was Joey's last name?
What?
Beltry?
Yeah, Veltri.
Joey Beltry? Beltry?
Beltry.
Beltry or Beltry?
Veltri with a V, like victory.
V.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, it's basically, obviously this confirms that they're artificially inflating everything up as high as they can possibly do it.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So I don't know
What'll stick.
what the plan is there. If they're just trying to scare me into pleading down, or I don't know.
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're just trying to hurt me as much as possible.
Are you able to share the Saturday night before you left for Kissimmee?
Mm.
You were pretty upset about something. Did it have to do anything with Kissimmee and the events that took place the next couple of days?
No.
Hmm.
Okay.
No, I was just stressed out about
Somebody
money
said-
and job and everything like that.
Some
No.
woman got on a YouTube thing and said that you weren't even at the party.
Party?
Yeah, her birthday party.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I went up there Sunday evening and got there after she was done at her party.
Oh, okay.
And we were very happy that I was there. We were very happy that the three of us were together. It was shaping up to be a great week and a great visit. You know, there's no reason for anything to happen that happened.
Is there some explanation of I came up Wednesday morning, met you at the hotel early in the morning, and is there some explanation why you left and went where you went?
I was driving around.
Okay, understood you were driving around, but they know where you were driving around.
Yeah. Well,
And we know.
okay. I had wanted to grab a few things and get my ducks in a row, kind of prepare myself for whatever was coming, but I couldn't find what I was looking for.
Okay.
And then I ended up just kind of driving around aimlessly.
Okay. I mean, you asked me to come up, and we hardly spent 35 minutes the entire time I was there throughout the entire day. And it's like, I wasn't sure why I was there, and then I was caught off guard by what happened later that afternoon, and obviously haven't seen you since.
Yeah, well, I just felt like I needed an ally there.
Well, I wish you had come to me and talked to me about some stuff, and maybe I could have helped you out in some way, giving you some advice, but certainly under the extenuating circumstances, what was later discovered obviously couldn't help you any further than what had already taken place. So the most logical thing would be to have, face up to it and have a conversation with the appropriate authorities or get an attorney or something. But be that as it may.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yep.
Well, we got a copy of your birth certificate for Sheila Marino and for your case. We're trying to get hospital records from the TBI, but Sarasota Memorial says you were never a patient there, so that was ridiculous because we know you were.
Yeah. And were you able to find my Social Security card?
Yes.
Good. I presume it was probably in that mouse toy box with everything?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
It's in my,
No, I don't recall where it was, but it wasn't. It
Okay.
wasn't there. But
I don't remember if you had confirmed or not. Were you able to find my watch?
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
So
there was no popcorn box.
Little silver mouse
we already
toy.
had your Social Security card. So why did you think we needed? I already knew your number. I don't. Why did you think we need to find the card?
Just in case I was going to need it in the future.
Okay. Well, we have that.
How long I'm going to be here, or if or when I'll ever be released, or if you guys are going to be around at that point. But birth certificate, Social Security card might be things I'll need in that case.
Well, the penalty for the crimes you have been charged with carry a minimum 40-year sentence. So obviously we're going to be gone. Rick will be gone. We'll all be gone. I mean, we're sad about that, obviously, because there won't be anybody here for you when you come out.
Yeah, and I'll be lucky if I have another 40 years left in me either, so.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, that's where things fix.
I wish there was a way that, you and I can have a conversation, all of us could have a conversation to understand what's taken place, how this came about, how you arrived here, because it would help us better understand the situation, because we're at a loss for understanding how all this came about. I mean, we're just totally baffled.
Well, I didn't start it.
Oh, you didn't start it, but you participated in it, which is just as bad as not starting it, but that's for another day. Again, I don't know if
details or anything, but, I mean, if you'd like to schedule a visit with me or something, maybe we can find some way to talk.
I don't know. I think we're always going to be recorded, so there won't be an opportunity to do that. Now, we have to make arrangements for you to sign off on a power of attorney so we can do something with this car.
Yeah.
And I would have to bring a document over. They won't even let me see you. I would just hand it to the classification officer. He would bring it in, you'd sign it, they would notarize it, give it back to me, and I would leave.
Okay. I think I just got the 1 minute warning.
Okay.
So yeah. Give them whatever you need, and I'll sign whatever I need to sign. In the meantime, I'll try to call back in the next couple of days and we'll talk some more. If you wouldn't mind putting a little more money in my commissary as well.
All right, I can't do much stuff because we are really, when I say dead ass broke, I mean dead ass broke, but I'll do what I can.
Okay, I appreciate it.
That could change, but right now, for the next 30 days, we are definitely in lockdown.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, all right. I'll try to get over there within the week to get that POA taken care of.
Okay, there's a 15-minute cool down before I can call back. I'll see if I can call back again. If not, I'll try to call back in the next couple of days.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay. All right, I love you. Bye.
So that is some of the photos and 2 interviews. And also at the end, and I'm going to put the information in the video for those that are looking for the complete jail call, the last thing before this video is over and you get me talking to you here, is the jail call that Stephan made to his parents last year. So there is a lot more. Like I said, there's over 700 photos that were released in discovery. A lot of them are clothing. I included a few here. There's a lot of underwear, and I'm hesitant to post those. But there's underwear not only from Maddie and Stephan. There's also a lot of towels and that sort of stuff. And there's actually 2 photos of a drawing that Maddie did. It looks like Maddie did in a notebook that is highly explicit, which I will not be posting. If you've heard about it, I will not be sharing it. So, yeah. But, alright guys, I hope you guys got to see some of the photos that you didn't get to see. I will try to get another video out with some more discovery. And with that said, I hope you have a great rest of the day. And most of all, stay safe.